You are not lazy. You are just trapped. So, as we said in the first part, if you want to have access to my last video, which is part 1, you are not lazy, you are trapped. So, please do, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is part 2. You are not lazy, you are just trapped. Okay? So, we're gonna carry on what we started last time, and this time we're gonna explain more and go more further about your identity, which is the responsible and the only thing about you being lazy. That's what pulls you back, as we said last time. So let me say the identity formula. The identity formula, let me say 99% of all the laziness and all the procrastination is because of your identity. So your identity contains the values, beliefs, the character traits, roles, and ego. So I'm going to explain every single one. If you have a pen and a paper, you can write down if you want to. I mean, otherwise, you can leave a comment. If you have a question, please do. So let's start with the values. The values here, so I'm going to change the pen, I'm going to use the red pen so that you can see properly. Your values here, so it's like the writing is small because I haven't got much space in my whiteboard. The values are the values installed by the parents and the society and the cultural context that you lived. And also the beliefs, what we all believe, everything we've learned in our family, everything we've learned about religion, about culture, about our studies, about school, about every single thing surrounding us, even from our friends and everyone. So also the character traits. The character traits has really a lot to do with your identity. So you are born with a certain DNA, and the character trait is part of it. So sometimes it's too hard to change it. However, you have to try. You have to keep going and try to change your character traits, because you gain these character traits with time, and it takes a little bit of time so that you can change it, and that's how change comes. Also, roles. So roles, it depends on what role do you take in life. I mean, including your job, your relationships. So if you are a principal or someone who works in the reception or receptionist, or someone who's a bus driver, or like any type of job, of course that has a lot to do with that. And your roles, or like the relationship also. So the relationships has a lot to do with our personality. So because our surroundings and our people that we know have lots to do with us. We get a lot from their personality, and we learn from them. So that's how we become similar to our community and to our people surrounding us. And coming back to the important thing, which is like the most important factor, which is our ego. The ego is like, it has two parts. We have got the ego, which is the protective masks. The protective mask is so important because it is the part of our personality and the part of our identity that protects us. So if someone says to you something, your ego, which is the protective mask, is gonna react instead. So you would think that it is you, however, no, it is your ego. Also the authentic ego, which is the real one. Guys, here I can repeat again. It's like as we said, so I'm going to summarize a little bit the first part, which is the identity formula. And it has the values, if you want to write down, the beliefs, the character traits, roles, which is contain work and relationships, also ego, the protective mask, and the authentic ego. Okay, so as we said, I mean, I'll always come back again to the first part so that you can follow with me. You are not lazy, you are trapped, and that's because of the identity formula that you have got. And all of us, we have got different personalities and different identities, and nobody is the same as the other person. We are all different. So when you work on yourself and you try to change yourself, you have to change your identity first. So everyone is different and everyone is unique. We are all beautiful people, are all beautiful human beings. So here is how it works. Identity here, it impacts our behavior. Our every single day behavior was impacted by the identity. So the identity impacts the behavior, and the behavior will lead to certain results. So there is the action and the reaction, and every one of us reacts according to their identity. Most people try to change results. So people try to change just the last part. So let's think about an example, which is a pyramid. A pyramid is like a triangle here, right? That's the shape. Some people, they just try to change only the top part. However, the most important thing, and what you have to understand, is that we have got to start with the basis, which is the last part, which is the foundation of ourselves, that contains all these elements that we just mentioned before, including the identity and the beliefs, the values, character traits, roles, and our ego. So we've got to work on these parts first so that we can change our future and our present. And most people try to change results, which is not really going to change so much. It just change just a tiny bit. And some try to change behavior. Almost nobody tries to change the identity. So keep this in mind. If you want to change really, and if you want to become someone unrecognizable, again, so let me say, change your identity first. Work on these parts again so that you can become someone who is different. That's why nobody changed permanently, because people just start from only the outside. It's like someone is looking to the mirror and they're trying always to change the mirror and not changing themselves. So if you want the color of your jumper, or like the color of your t-shirt to change, you have to change the jumper first and not the mirror. The mirror is just a reflection and it's like a projection on you. So that's why nobody changed permanently. Once you understand identity, everything changed, and I can assure you guys, you can change definitely, and 100% you can change once you change and once you understand identity. Try to collect information about your identity, about who you are exactly, and what was your past, what was the relationships before that you lived with, and I mean, how was it in your family? How was it before when you were a child and when you were a baby? So the parents and all the surroundings that you lived with. So try to know more about yourself and try to change as much as you could. And so your habits and confidence and discipline and income and relationship will change once you change the identity. So the identity here will change every single thing. I'm going to put some arrows here. Sorry, I'm just because it's crossing the writing. So it will change your habits and your confidence and your discipline, which is one of the most important things. So you start, I mean, as we mentioned in the first part, if you come back to my first video about you are not lazy and you are trapped, so you would understand that discipline is one of the most important things. Change daily, it's like in small parts, so that you can gain confidence, and you can feel the change. Just doesn't matter how big is the goal. Just choose small goals and try to change. So every single day you're gonna start feeling the change again. Okay. So the discipline, as we said, and also all of these gonna impact your income. So you're gonna start knowing how to make money and how to manage your life. Also, relationships is one of the most important things. We mentioned also last part that relationships have a lot to do with that, because when you surround yourself with good people who can help you and good people with the same energy as you, so you are going to be changing for sure. So your future self will be unrecognizable, which is 100% sure. So let me tell you something, guys. Here it's like if there's someone in your life who thinks they are lazy, please send them this video, because there is nothing much better than sending someone to see themselves change. And if you want to rebuild yourself and your identity step by step, just like this channel is for people who refuse to stay average, please like and subscribe for your own transformation and for your own good things. So see you next one, and thank you so much.